Can you hear now? I don't know why this came up. I don't know why this came up, but it's up. What's going on? But we here. We here. I don't know how I got 2 streams up. I don't know how that happened. I'm gonna get to the bottom of it right now. I'm gonna get to it. It says I got 2 lives going. That's what it is. Okay. Let me delete this one. Delete forever. Okay. What's happening now? Like, what's going on now, Uncle Rios? Shoot. It's always something, man. I'm trying, man. I'm trying. Hopefully, we here now. Hopefully, we good. Hopefully, we at the right spot. But there's a lot going on, man. There's a lot going on. I want to give an update on last week and what's happening. Met a lot of cool people last week. Did a lot of podcasts. Yeah, you can hear now. But it was muted at first. So but we here. You know, scrambling a little bit. But I also have a guest today that is uplifting the community and building the community. So this is Mr. Jason Rios, is the YouTube channel. I just deleted the other live that was up, but this is the new setup for my lives. Good morning, everybody. Mel Strange, Dante, I see you in here, man. Cristiano Carranzo, you know, you're always up in here. The OGs, you know, all love all the time, man. I got some coffee on the way. Guest is bringing coffee, and I turned down some donuts. New beginnings, man. Refreshing chapters in life, man. These new chapters are so refreshing. We're doing new things. We avoiding the garbage and going after the treasure. That's what we should have named this. Avoid the garbage. Don't focus on the garbage and keep your eye on the prize. We're going after the treasure. We're not focused on the garbage shit out here. It's a lot of garbage. It's a lot of slandering. It's a lot of throwing people under the bus, but we're not trying to do that. Shout out to Viral Way. I saw Viral Way and Reckless discussing what's going on with Rios and No Jumper and this and that, and Viral Way wants to sit down. Viral Way has to come over here. I was the last one. I made a appearance on their podcast. Now they got to make an appearance on my podcast. Shout out to Viral Way, Messiah. You know what I mean? Everybody over there. That's doing their thing. Everybody over there, all of them. Actually, I got enough room for everybody to come if they want to bring everybody. They got 1, 2, 3. They got 4. No, I got enough room for 5 people. Me plus 4. So they probably can't bring everybody. Kali, shout out to Kali. But Viral, speaking on the No Jumper, wants to know why I chose to do what I did, type shit. But he'll get all the answers he wants. I told him there's no questions that's off limits. Like, I'm an open book. I'm sharing. There's no need to guess or to try to make assumptions. I'm telling everybody exactly what I'm doing and why I'm doing what I'm doing. So there will be no second guessing or having to feel like you need to make assumptions about what Rios is doing. But shout out to y'all, man. Be Fly in the building. I see you guys, man. We in here. But Viral was bringing up questions about like why he was on us. He was on us about it, and he was questioning us, but questioning motive, questioning, trying to get an understanding. I don't think it was challenging and being in that kind of matter. Is more so trying to get an understanding. And what I do is I sit back, I study, I research, I look, and then I just don't do things quick and abruptly. And I try to make situations make sense for myself. So the situation makes sense for me, but I'll save it for when Viral Way comes over here. I'll give all the detail. Shout out to my brothers over there, man. You know what I mean? Oh, And somebody sent me a clip of Viral also not getting into it, but going at it with Hater World, Blue Devil, and talking about the rage baiting type thing. And I want to say I agree with the rage bait shit because he's sending me the same exact post. And I replied to one of the comments like, hey man, I think that'd be a great conversation. Why don't you come over here and let's have the conversation and talk about it? But I don't think it's really something that he wants to talk about other than just stirring up emotion and trying to get people to crash out or whatever. Like if he really believes what he's talking about and he really stands on what he's standing on, let's sit down and talk about it. But then I saw him have somebody on and they were saying, someone challenged him from a phone call and was like, would you be saying that word in the pen? He's like, don't answer that. They're trying to trap you. They're trying to get you in a trap. No, let people answer everything. Why not let them answer that shit? The more conversation, the more communication, let them speak. Let them say what they're going to say. Why are you trying to control what they say? You think they're going to say something that you don't like? You think they're going to say something that doesn't play well? Let them speak. And then you're selling the shirt with the N-word on it. There's need for you to explain yourself, not to just your chat, but explain yourself to your contemporaries, to your peers, people out here. We are Black and we are asking questions and we want answers. Who are you talking to? Who are you sitting down with that you feel that you have more of a grasp on what's going on in the world? But the sit down may be a little too much. It may be holding too much accountability, too much responsibility there, because you're going to have to answer to these things. Yeah, it's all fun and games and rainbows and candy when you're on your set, on talking to your chat and talking to your people. But how about you sit down and talk to people that really have real questions about that shit? Real questions. Why do you think? What is the need? What is the need? Why is there such an emphasis on this? What's the underlying? I don't want to say too much because I got a lot that I want to say about it. And shout out to Viral for calling it out. And revealing this is just rage baiting. Even the thing with Flacco saying that Flacco was trying to be racist against Phoenix Flexing because he was Mexican. I didn't even know Phoenix Flexing was Mexican. And then saying La Raza, he's Raza. That's why Poetic Flacco is after him. And then in that same live or podcast that he was doing, he was promoting that shirt. Most hated niggas in the world. And then he has another one, most hated homies in the world. And it's just, to me, it's just off-putting if you're not really stepping in the forefront and doing the work. You're talking about unity and this and that. But where are you really doing the groundwork? Where's the groundwork being done? Just on the internet? And that's exactly what it is. It's like, okay, once you understand this game and you understand that drama and anger is what sells and what will bring views, sometimes people are like, shit, as long as the views is here, I'm trying to do it. Why would you send these or post these rage baiting things like, yeah, we should be able to say, I was just around a rapper who was around a bunch of Black people but he was saying the N-word in his rap songs and they were all cool with it. It's not my place to be like, hey, why y'all do this? Or you shouldn't be saying this. Like it's a need for conversation for sure. But it's on both sides. It's a confusing conversation for a lot of people. It's people that are accepting of it. It's people that are not accepting of it. But when you just say, oh, this is what the youth want, but what about what everybody wants? If you're only using a small demographic of what you're measuring to, oh, everybody wants this. They want to say this. But have you asked any aunties? Have you asked any uncles? Have you been to Leimert Park? Have you been here? Have you been to any neighborhoods and then have that conversation that you're wanting to have? No. You're not. I'm willing to have the conversation. I'm willing to talk about the shit. Like, why do you feel the need that this is such a need? And on top of that, I feel like it hurts the Mexican person that's saying it because that's not globally accepted. That's not world. if you see anybody of significance that is doing well for themselves, that's Hispanic, Mexican, or whatnot, they're not using that word because it's not accepted. You're not going to get the deals in the contract. We forget that Southern California, Los Angeles, is small in comparison to the world. Like, just because it rides here doesn't mean it rides everywhere. It may be your backyard and this and that, but what about when you go to Alabama, you go to Florida, you go to, I don't know, wherever? You got to understand, it's a big conversation. It's bigger than just making a single decision by yourself. Because the more people that I'm around, they don't like it. But it seems as if he's saying the more people he's around says they like it. But what level and what quality of people are you around? Who are you around and saying it? Is it gang banging cats? Is it a professionals? Is it professionals saying, yeah, I want to say the N-word? That's what I want to, that's the hill I want to die on. I want to say the N-word. Even though some black people don't like that we say that, that's what I want. It's crazy to me. But I think Viral is right on point with what he's talking about. He's seeing it clearly. He's reading right through it. And shout out to him for bringing it up and talking about it. And I brought it up a while ago with the Flacco shit. And I don't know what Moose's take is on that, so I'm sorry. So Rios, you agree with Moose Man's take on Mexicans using the N-word, which Moose actually got from Kenny Malice? I don't know what his take is, so I'm not sure. Like, I'm not gonna say that either, D25. Like, I'm not gonna use a negative against a negative. I'm not about to say some shit that is gonna hurt innocent people also. Just like the shit that he's doing is hurting innocent people, I'm not about to hurt the innocent. I'm just gonna go after them and make them answer to the shit that they're talking about. Answer to the shit you're talking about. Talk about it. What communities, what sit downs are you having? What people, what families are you sitting with talking about this shit that affects a lot of people? That's the big thing for me. I'm not okay with anybody caught saying the N-word to me. That's not of my culture, it's not of my people. Don't call me that. You can't do that. I ain't worried about no fades or no pack outs. That shit is stupid. That's your favorite shit. Fade pack out. Nigga, that's normal shit. Nigga, like that. You say that like that's a scary thing. Oh shit. Fade. Those are normal shits. That's normal things. Say some shit that you ain't got off the internet. Damn, Mel Strange. I didn't know that. That's why I'm saying. So Mel Strange said Kai Cenat didn't accept some Latin streamers for the university for using the N-word. It's hurting certain careers. It's hurting certain things. You might be killing it in Southern California, but when it's on the grand scale of things, like a big scale, like it's not accepted. It's not accepted. I don't think I'm a police, but Savi Super. So because I share my opinion and my thoughts, that means I'm the police. So nowadays, people don't want you to share your opinion because then they start using things like glaze. Oh, you're the police or this and that. I'm just sharing my thoughts because my thoughts may differ for somebody else's doesn't mean I'm trying to be a police. I'm just talking facts. I'm just speaking real shit. But it does make people uncomfortable when you use real thoughts and perspective that aren't some shit that you just got off the internet. Not Uber Eats, just Uber. Oh no, the Uber Eats. We don't know if that was racist. We don't know what took place. Quick 2910. That's what I'm saying is like, is it so important for you to use that word that you'll hurt your career? That you'll limit your reach because you want to use that word so bad? Like I've been really trying to think like major comedians or this and that, like major actors, major anything that is of another culture that's using that word. Using that word on a grand scale. I don't see it. It's not accepted. And that might be a reason why some people are not moving beyond their region. Moving beyond their region. Because you're not looking at the grand scale. You're not looking at you're looking at the short term goals, not the big goals, long term goals. I don't think it's that important for people to be hurting their career or limiting their growth because of that. And my question is, they say, "Oh, we all grew up with each other. So why is the larger percentage taking on the identity of the smaller percentage? Why is the larger percentage taking on the identity of the smaller percentage? The larger population taking on the identity of the smaller population. When you have such a beautiful culture, like such a rich, beautiful culture, amazing art, amazing food, amazing history, country right there, and you embracing somebody else, this is kind of weird to me. I didn't know Kai Cenat did that, man. But Kai also did a diss track.
Y'all have 48.
Kai Cenat did a diss track. Well, we've been talking also in here. We've been talking also in here about the influence and the power of being a streamer or streaming online. It's really crazy how powerful that shit is. Like we've already talked about Jaylen Brown streaming. He's not doing it for the money. He's doing it to be ahead of the narrative and in control of what people say about him so he could get his thought and his idea on the situation out before anybody can take it and try to twist it. And, oh, this is what Jaylen Brown did and this is what he said. No, if you want to know what Jaylen Brown said, you got to come to my platform and hear from my mouth directly. And you see rappers having stream platforms to stream. It's a direct, if you don't have a direct connect to your consumer or to the people that support you, it's almost like you're doing yourself a disservice. Streaming is the catalyst. If you're successful in this day and age and you're going to become successful, it's like streaming is a catalyst. You have to have that. It has to be a part of your tool bag. Kai did a recent stream and it was cringe as hell to me. It's like he ain't got it anymore. Like if you ask me, all the streams are cringe to me. Every single one. Every single one. I'm not concerned with clashing. That's not my concern. I'm not concerned with clashing with anybody. That's not my focus. It's not my thought. And that's not the energy I'm bringing. And everybody that I've dealt with is super cool, down to earth, accepting, and willing and wants to work and build. Everybody that I've dealt with wants to build. Every single one wants to build and be on some cool shit. Nobody wants to really be on no negative shit. Like we came from that. We trying to get out of that shit. Everybody's trying to move forward in life. No one is trying to harbor on angry things and clash and fade and fight. That's not the goal. I don't care what anybody says. Hey, Tyler Goods. That No Jumper show on Friday was the best episode
since the Brick Baby era. Saluting face. Was it just me or did Jess West keep calling you Rio?
I think she did. I think Jess West did keep saying Rio. I'm gonna correct her because I think I did see like in the clips maybe she was saying Rio. I didn't catch it at the time. I'll tell her. But Jess West is dope. Munchie B is dope. Lush is dope. J Hood is dope. It was me, J Hood, Lush, Munchie B, and Jess West. And she did a hell of a job moderating or mediating, whatever it's called, being like mediating the the stream, the podcast. She did a great job going from topic to topic. And to be honest, you guys, I think it was such a good energy of people discussing these topics and having our own viewpoints and respecting each other's viewpoints and perspectives that it was one of the funner podcasts that I've done because it was I would learn some shit. I got to share some shit and just getting to see everybody operate how they did. It was members only, but afterwards I thought it was hella dope. Thank you for the super chat, Tyler Goods. I really appreciate that. Every super chat, every comment, every like, subscribe, it all matters. She wasn't obnoxious to me. To me, like King Dante, like that's what she was to you. I'm sharing my opinion. She was the moderator. She did a great job. Last second, Adam dropped out. Couldn't be there. She moderated and did a hell of a job. I don't know if she was a fill-in and turned it into a full-time because she did such a good job that anytime he needs to be replaced, I think she could do it. You know what I mean? And then we got Tuesday show coming up too. Tuesday show is happening. That's gonna be dope. Just trying to just do me, man. He wasn't there. I just told you he was. Oh shit. He wasn't there. And I have the opportunity and influence to share what I want to talk about. I could send shit like it's not. I'm gonna just say, who said that? Better Living? It's not. Just so you know, it's a joint effort. Let me make this a little bit smaller. But I was talking about the Kai Cenat, the streaming stuff, and how important it is to have your opinion and your thoughts out here right now. The A mic Rios went to No Jumper to be the C mic. I'll be a B mic, a mic, a C mic. I don't give a fuck about mics. Who cares? Who cares who has the A mic? What is the A mic? What is the B mic? What's the C mic? If we're all having a fucking conversation. When you're having a conversation with somebody, do you say, damn, you're the A conversation of this conversation in real life? When you're having a real conversation, are you telling people, oh, that you're the C mic of this conversation? No, you're just talking, having a goddamn conversation. ZG, I did. When did all the Captain Obvious just wake up? Captain Obvious. Here. But it's cool because everybody don't get to see everything. And that's the other thing that I got to get used to is like holding people accountable. Like I talked about this here. I said this already. Not everybody sees everything. Not everybody sees everything. Not everybody watches everything. So when they do make a comment, it's like they don't know. They haven't heard. They didn't see. So I get that. I get that. But yeah. Man, I'm just moving how I'm moving, dude. We just gonna roll how we gonna rock how we rocking. I don't give a shit. Ask me if I care. Super savvy. Do you care? I don't. Wait, serious question, by the way. Wait, what was the question? My bad, Dante. Dang it. I didn't see it. Ask the question again, Dante. My bad. I didn't see it. Just ask it again. I'll answer it. And if you guys want to send super chats, I'll talk about whatever you guys want to talk about. But I did want to talk about this shit.
To delete every single diss of streaming you, or I'm going to be forced to take myself to the studio. No, I ain't wanna do this, but them boys stay looking for clips. Why the fuck my name stay on their temple? I can tell I've been running this shit. Who a cowboy, not no grits. Nigga open his mouth and it smell like piss. So many outlets, go down the list. Funny mic wanna diss, nigga suck my dick. What the fuck is a mic? Only mic that I know for the stream. Catch me a mic, I'ma beat him like Ike. So Stacy, I'm sliding a ring. Pick a side, don't come in between. Me and my bro like Jordan and Scotty. Why niggas wanna talk about Marty? Don't dab me, I'm on everyone's body, bitch. I put the V in the vet. Get him going, all it take is a check. Call me Johnny. Put them to the test.
How many views? It like, if you're a streamer, how many views does that have so far? That shit has almost 2.2 million views in 19 hours. 2.2 million in 19 hours, 25,000 comments, and 202,000 likes. So it doesn't matter if you think it's ass. It doesn't matter if it's ass. Are they out of touch? Or are we out of touch? It does, because it doesn't matter if what you guys aren't realizing is like what we think is good and what we think is a slapper or oh, he's killing it, he's rapping his ass off, this and that. If you're getting 2.2 million views in 19 hours on a streamer that's rapping, the world is listening. The world is listening to that shit. Like, we can sit back and be like, that's garbage. But how do you justify that shit having 2.2 million views? Dante, we'll talk. Okay, we'll talk about that in just a second. It's a trip. To me, it's a trip. You know what I mean? Like, see something. Because we're watching it happen in real time. Like, we're getting to be a witness to this shit. Streamer University, this dude's doing music and it's getting all these views and this and that. That's over 100,000 an hour. Damn. Great facts. Great facts right there, quick. Like, yes, views matter, but how much power is with the streamers now? Are the streamer, like what I said, we were talking about Jaylen Brown impact. We didn't even get on like streamers venturing out into doing other things. Like, you know what I mean? Like hosting award shows and this and that. If you can, people don't sign rappers if they don't have some following in their backyard. If you don't have a following in your community, it's hard to get signed as a rapper, right? But if you show people that I get 2 million views in less than 24 hours, you have all the power. You have all the power. That's more powerful than a lot of fucking people, man. You mean you could get your word, your opinion, your perspective on situations, what you think is good, what products you're using, what products you don't like, to 2.2 million people? I don't know what other people are going to do. I don't know what I can only speak for myself. I preach that, ZG, this is for you. I preach that for me. I'm not chasing a view versus message versus views. Because who hears the message is more important for what I'm doing. For what they're doing, views are everything. They're making big bucks. Not me. I'm doing that shit. If I was chasing views, I could just do a whole bunch of other shit. I could do a whole bunch of other shit, crash out, this and that. That's not what I'm here for. But what I'm saying is impact. Do you get that? Or are you still stuck on what you thought I said or what I did say? Are you listening to what I'm saying right now? People are going to streamers for news. I think I watched Midas Touch blow up. Oh, not overnight, but there's a political page, a political like news channel called Midas Touch. And I think when I first saw it, it was nowhere near where it is now. And I don't even think that even took over 2 years to get to where they are. And people are really, and even Trump is like talking about them and trying to get them shut down. Like they're making such an impact with their shit that people are going to them for news. I agree with you, Round Roll. And then King Dante, I do remember what you said. You said, do I think Adam has me there for the right reasons or the wrong reasons? That can't be my concern. My concern can only be that I'm there. Whatever the reason is that I'm there and I'm being me and I'm doing what I do. It could be for this or for that, whatever it is, you let my foot in the door, you have me here. And that's, I can't worry about what another person's intentions are when I'm trying to fulfill my goal. Why you want to see me crash out? Why you want to see me crash out? You want to see that? You want to see a crash out? No, you don't. I don't think you actually want to see a crash out. You don't want to crash out. And who cares? Like, really, the really important thing is who cares what people say? Who cares what people say? You know what I mean? Like, if it's not important, if it's not affecting your family, if it's not stopping your everyday, if it's not physically hurting you, or if it's not, who cares? Like, I'm not worried about it. Like, I'm not worried about people like laughing or saying this or that. I'm more worried about what I'm doing. I'm more focused on what I'm doing and concentrating on my goals and my missions and what I'm trying to accomplish. I don't know what other people are trying to accomplish. I don't know what other people are saying. I don't care what they're saying. They might just be saying that shit just to get some views. They might be saying that shit just to get some laughs. They might be saying it for the chat. They might be saying it because they're serious. But guess what? I don't even know what they're saying because it doesn't matter. It's not important to me. If it was important to me, I'd be looking, checking like, oh, who said my name? Who said? I could care less. Yeah, no. Dang it. There we go. And a trick bag, okay. Everywhere I go, everywhere I've been, from a youth to now, people trying to put you in a trick bag, people trying to lock you up, people trying to lie on you, people trying to do this. That's my whole life. Everywhere I go, like you're under a microscope. That's everywhere we go. What's the difference? You just have to maneuver and navigate your best and do your best. And I'm gonna keep doing it. I'm gonna keep being supportive. I'm gonna keep pushing Black excellence and wanting them to do great. I want them to do great. I want them to do good. But what it is what I was trying, I don't know if I want to reveal everything, but to expose the fact that you could get people to say bad shit about you or negative things about you when you haven't even said anything negative about them, only spoken positive. It takes a little bit of tact to have that happen. To have people flip the whole switch and not say nothing bad about them, but they flip the switch just because of something that you've done. It takes a little tact, it takes a little bit of intelligence to get somebody to go against you when you've only like. Does that say more about me? Does that say more about like them? What Sally says about Susie says more about Sally than it does Susie. Hey, Cameron Jordan. Hey, man, send me some podcasts. Send me some links to some podcasts that are in the Bay. I do need to start looking at more podcasts and paying attention to things outside of. Well, I don't really watch many podcasts anyway, but I need to start for sure. And the importance of controlling the narrative. That's been like the thing that I keep falling back on because it's so important. Better living. I don't even know what you mean by that. Give me a little bit more detail, Better Living. You notice everybody try to keep up with your podcasting. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what you mean by that. Hey, coldest name. Chef Narrative in the building, man.
Face rocket.
Give me a little Brilliant Idiots. Brilliant Idiots. That's Charlemagne and the comedian. Yeah. But also I still have to continue doing community work. Like today, I got a young brother coming in that is doing a lot of work in the community in Nickerson Gardens. And it's so beautiful to see a young man that is out here in the world doing things that is really having an effect and really helping the babies and the children and the youth and giving an example of what you can do. This is also another option for you. You guys can have an impact in the community. Come to the community, have these giveaways, have these sit downs, have these conferences. It's so dope. And I'm going to bring it up when he gets here. I don't want to bring it up right now. But when he gets here, I'm bringing it up, and he's going to give his whole spiel about his collective, the collective group. Timeless Trail on Instagram. And then before we get into that, I do want to speak about King Yella, man. King Yella, man, and him being very open on I don't know if that was his YouTube, Instagram, but he was talking about the struggles that he had been facing as a father, his son being in jail and him not being able to afford getting his son out of jail. Like that shit's gotta be fucking rough as hell to be dealing with that. Like, oh, I'm not in a place to where I can help my child. And then to be in not being able to support, not being able to provide, and then also dealing with maybe some mental shit. Like that shit is sad, man. So I don't know if this is the first video, but we're gonna look at it. Oh, gotta change this. Hold on. Y'all can hear me.
I feel like I failed my boy, man. And I done lost everything, brother.
Okay. Somebody said King Yella again and again and again. I don't know what's taking place or what's going on in this guy's life, but what I'm talking about is this. I don't know him before this. I don't know much about him, but I'm just talking about this situation right here. Just let's listen.
I went broke, gambling problems, drugs, business crashing out, mama lean leaving me. I had to be doing some clown stuff, bro. Like, I had to be lost. I moved out my house, mama lean gone. Let me tell y'all my real story. I got kicked out my crib, gambled the money, couldn't pay rent. I paid for a crib, ran off with the money. I gambled the other money, lost. I got a set. I made this video, to be honest with y'all, I just want to know y'all's opinion. My son, he's 18. My son locked up. Huh? Robberies? What? I ain't never saw my son do nothing like, what are y'all talking? Bond, 200K, 50,000 to walk. Man, I ain't even got $50 right now. I'm going through it. It's the devil working. He's sitting in the cell right now. I feel like I failed my boy, man. Y'all don't even know how eating me up on the inside. I feel like I failed my boy, man. And I done lost everything. I done went broke. Gambling problems, drugs, business crashing out, mama lean leaving me. I had to be doing some clown stuff, bro. Like, I had to be lost. I moved out my house, mama lean. Real. This year, man. My back against the wall, I lost everything. Lost my cars, lost houses, walking, got a car for rides. Nobody there like you think they're gonna be there for you. But this guy opened my eye. And before I got baptized, I'm just feeling dark cloud over me. I'm just not feeling right, losing all my money. Everything, it just seems like I ain't doing nothing right. Nothing I'm doing right. Mama lean out like she don't want to be with me no more. Nothing, don't want to. At home, it's uncomfortable. We just like sellies, like we just living, we ain't touching, we ain't kissing, ain't no good morning, ain't nothing, just like, I'm just feeling like, what's going on with my life? You know what I'm saying? I'm losing me. I'm looking at myself, looking fat, looking stupid. You just seeing his pop struggling, going through it, ain't no telling what he went out here and did, man. Trying to provide, trying to help. Now the devil done got him. A mean fight, he got a lot of crazy charges, man. Haven't they noticed he get kicked out?
Okay. So, talking about addiction. I don't know. I look up and I'm lost. I look up and I done fucked everything up. I know that feeling. Even if y'all say what he's saying is like capping or it's not real or whatever, but what he's talking about is very relatable and is a real situation. When you lose all your shit doing stupid shit, when you lose everything, you lose the love of your woman, your kids don't respect you, and your family looking at you crazy because you out here gambling, you out here doing drugs, you out here looking stupid, and you don't ever point the camera or look in the mirror until it's all gone, and then you realize, oh, I done fucking blew this whole shit, being a clown out here for no reason, gambling this money, gambling that, doing this, drugs here, all that shit's expensive. And then at that same time, your children are watching. Like, damn, my dad doing bad. Like, shit, I got to get out here and get my own. You don't know he went and did that because he needed to or whatever. He didn't think he had no support. All these things can be true. But I know what it's like being a man lost in this world and being lost in the sauce and thinking that this money or this girl or this drink or this drug is going to fix everything. And it ain't going to fix shit. It ain't going to fix nothing. It is a quick fix to a dopamine hit or to a quick feeling of being in control. You're not in control. Everything you're doing is to feed the monster. Everything you're doing is to feed the monster. And the monster are all these addictions and all these things that aren't your family, that aren't God. And I think he's gone to God or he's gone to be baptized or some shit. And like, that's good. Go get you a base. Go get you a foundation of what to do when you're lost. because it's a lot of us out here lost that don't see it yet because it hasn't hit us. You might be winning. You might be winning. You might be up bags. You might be up thousands, millions, but you're lost and you don't realize it until you have to deal with yourself. And usually people have to deal with themselves when they lose shit. And then they start asking, oh, I'm gonna make a phone call. Now, motherfuckers ain't fucking with you. People ain't talking to you no more. People ain't picking up the line no more. Oh, I'm gonna get my boy up or my homegirl, she gonna fuck with me. Nah, remember that silly shit you did? Remember this shit, this and that? And now all your behaviors and all your wrongdoings are coming up to slap you in your face. Because everything you did, you're paying for now. When you're at the gutter, when you're at the bottom, you in the gutter at the bottom, you start realizing all the fucked up shit you've done that's caused people that you love to be pushed away from you. Remember you was on top? Remember how you treated me when you was on top? Remember how you was acting? And it's not just King Yella that's going through it. This is a common occurrence with young men. Stop turning to the negative. Stop turning to the weak shit. It takes a lot of strength to put all that shit down and go stay on path. Stay on your journey of positive, being focused, trying to build, not burn bridges. You're not trying to be out here being a clown circus, yelling and getting all the attention. None of that. None of that matters. You gain the world and lose everybody that loves you. Hey, and that gambling shit is everywhere now. Gambling shit is everywhere. And I don't know like how bad it is or what's going on that he came to the internet, but he came to the internet with it. And then one of the worst feelings for a man, one of the worst feelings for a stand-up, a good guy, a man is feeling as if you failed as a father, nigga, or feel as if you're failing as a father. That shit, woo, I mean, that shit will eat you up and take you out if it don't wake you up to change the way you are. It's a lot of people that let that shit be the final decider. You failing as a father, failed as a father. Like my kid is how they are because of me. And you have to look at your children, look at you like you ain't shit. They don't come to you for fatherly advice, or they don't come to you. That's got to be a cold feeling when you realize that. And I pray for people that are in that situation to get out of that situation and be a staple in a child's life in a positive way. Not the father figure that the child is like, I ain't gonna do that shit. I'm not gonna be like this nigga. I'm not gonna be like that. This is what I'm gonna do. Making all the decisions based on what you did. That shit is rough, man. And all this like shit where people be saying they got money and they like killing it and this and that, a lot of that shit is fake. A lot of these people talking about they living like this bigger than the world life. I'm just out here just doing all this crazy shit. I'm winning, but they really not. They not winning at all. It's just the last product that they're selling. The product that they're selling is that they are successful. The product that they selling is that I got it all going on until that shit starts all crashing down and crumbling. And now you gotta deal with the truth. Sometimes people be around because you up, and that's a false sense of security. They're not even there for you. They there for the money. They there for the alcohol. They there for the drugs. They don't give a damn about you. As soon as you gone, as soon as you down, they gonna find the next. And then you realize I'm a failing father. I'm a sucker. All these people just been getting over on me. They didn't really care about me. They was just getting over on me. They was just using me. Now I'm kicked out my apartment. I'm kicked out my house. I ain't got shit. Let me get this AC remote. D-Rex TV, shout out to you, man. Shout out to you. Shout out to everybody in here, man. Appreciate all you guys being in here. This is the new channel. This is Coffee with Rios, Mr. Jason Rios YouTube channel. We get up in here in the morning and talk about some real shit and just try to be a better person than we were yesterday. That's it. That's all I'm trying to do is be a better person today than I was yesterday and give myself grace and move with grace in this world. No one is better than nobody. We all out here struggling. We all out here got some issues, but who's talking about their issues? Yeah, my wife was gone for a week. My son was here for a few days, and then so I was here for like 4 days. Let me tell you about being by yourself when you've had past addictions and past, your behaviors of when you're left to yourself, the things that you used to do and like trying to fight those shits. I'm still fighting that shit to this day. Before she left, I'm praying. Lord, please give me strength to be who I'm trying to be and give me the strength to not fuck up and do some stupid shit. Still to this day, I know that just because I haven't dibbled and dabbled and I haven't done no shit doesn't mean that those temptations and those willingness and the want to do those things are not still there. They're still there. You have to fight those shits and you have to combat it. When my wife went out, I don't want to drink. I don't want to go hang out. I don't want to go to anything. I still battle with that shit to this day. And I've been good and clean and this and that, but it's still there. And knowing that you have that problem and admitting to yourself that you got that problem, and some of it might be avoidance too, because I was like, I'm just going to stay in the house. I'm just going to be low key. I'm not going to go do too much out of fear that the old me will resurface. And I don't want that shit. And the smallest trigger could be just going back around to hang out with these people or hang out here when I know and they know it's not good for me. It's a conscious effort to fight the monster. Like just because you went to sleep doesn't mean the monster is gone. You defeated the monster and the demons on so many levels today. Doesn't mean that them motherfuckers ain't waiting for your ass at your bedroom door when you wake up. As soon as you wake up, they looking at you like, yeah, we here, motherfucker. You ready to fight again? You ready to battle it out again? Every day is a battle against your monsters. So you look at your monsters, you look at your demons, you look at what's wrong, and you say, God, I'm coming to you. Please give me the strength to be a good person. Give me the strength to be a better person than I was. Give me the strength to continue to try to be who you want me to be. And you go there first, and then you go out into the world, and you'll see things being thrown at you. You'll see people say, hey, crash out, do this, do that. Like, nah, A single crash out can send you here. A single crash out can send you over here. I'm giving grace and I'm accepting people for who they are. And I am nobody's dad. I am nobody's father to have to tell them, oh, you need to do it this way. No, you're going to find out. But I can tell you this is what helped me in life. I'm not going to tell you what to do. But if you ask me a question and you come to me for advice, I'll share it with you. This is how I got out of a bad situation. This is what I did. You got to be ready to go to battle every day. When you've acquired these addictions, you've acquired this nature, you've acquired these habits through life, they just don't go away. Just because you're doing good, they don't go away. They ready to get up and active at every minute. Right now, if I was like ready, my demons and monsters is waiting for me. The devil is waiting for me to say, I choose today to do it. Let's go. Rios is back. We about to go. They ready. Your demons and monsters are ready for you to make a bad decision. Let's go. We back. We got him. With just one hook. One hook. Got you. And that's what I'm trying to avoid, you guys. Those are the things I'm trying to avoid. I'm trying to be the better person. I'm trying to be better in life. But I know that I've made mistakes, and I know that I got some ugly shit about me that I'm trying to grow past. But I have to be real with myself, and I'm not different. I'm still the same person, but I'm just working on those things. No, you still that person. That person will show up as soon as you let that person show up. So be strong, man. All of y'all. Be active in the community. Be active in some kids' life, some youth. Go play some sports. Go coach. Go do these things. Because once you start involving yourself in the community and involving yourself with families and the youth and coaching and sports and tutoring and mentoring, you'll start realizing how important the better you is. The better you is so important to the world. It's so important to the kids. So important to the youth. It's important to your community. You being the best you is so valuable to what our people, our communities need. Because you, as your old self, were a menace to your community. You were a menace to society. You weren't helping. You were just taking away from your community the whole time. You're robbing your community of its greatness. Robbing your lineage, robbing your parents to be able to say they proud. You know how good of a vibration that sends out into the world when your parents are proud of you, or when your kids are proud of you, the vibration, the energy that sends out into the world, when your kids can wake up and say this and this and that, and then other kids and other people are happy when you come around. It changes the fucking world through energy and vibration. Versus, oh, here come this dude. Here come this nigga, he about to act up. What he about to do? Get drunk? About to drink everybody liquor and then fuck up the whole function? Guess what energy that sends out? Oh, here come this cat. Put all your shit away. Here come this dude begging. Here come this dude about to act up, rob, whatever. Whatever the energy is when you come around and it's negative, that shit is sent out into the universe. Be the good energy that gets sent out when you come around. Go by your name. Go by Rios. I go on by Jason Rios. I'm going by my name because I want when people talk to me to say my name, or when people talk about me, they say my name, not just because of me, because it wakes up my ancestors and it wakes up my lineage and my DNA and where I'm from and the people that created me. It wakes their spirits up. It adds to their lineage and their pride and proud of me. I want people to say, oh, y'all seen Rios? Y'all seen because guess when they say Rios, they talk about a bunch of people that can be proud, waking up they energy, bringing up their vibes. I don't want people saying, oh, Dodo Dum Dum. Look, y'all see Dodo Dum Dum doing great? Yeah, it looks good for me, but it don't wake up my lineage. It don't wake up my ancestors. It don't keep them alive. It don't keep their stories going. I want my kids to be so proud that when they go out into the world, they say, I'm a Rios before anything. This is what I'm leading with. I'm a Rios. And I'm proud of my father. Why would I not be proud of him and go out into this world and lead with who he is and who his people was? That's the reason why I'm using my name, is because I want to wake up my ancestors. I want my ancestors to be proud. We're not here for no reason. We didn't get here for no reason. There's a ton of struggle that took place for me to sit my happy ass right here on the computer and be able to talk to y'all amazing selves. You know how much pain and how much torture and how much ugly shit had to happen in my people's lives for me to be able to have the privilege to be here and be able to use my voice and praise God and put God in a great light. It was so much shit outside of me getting here that had to take place for me to be here. Imagine that. Imagine that. When you start thinking about what had to take place for you to be alive today and for you to be in the position you're in right now. How many people had to pass away? How many people had to be beat? How many people had to do this, go through this ugly, ugly shit? Yes, there was a lot of great things that happened too. But the struggle that people went through so that I could be here, I better do my best job. Call me Jason Rios. Call me Rios. It's important what we do. What are you guys representing when you walk out the house? Who are you representing when you walk out the house? My loved ones. On my loved ones are more important than anything. On my family. God. More important than anything. And that's what I'm leading with. That's what we all should lead with. Whatever your religion, whatever it is. Shall we all be great? I pray that we all are great and making a great effort in being great. And with the people that are in here, just think if we just aligned and just was like pushing some great shit and just in a Discord dropping positive things. Oh, you guys see what happened in Compton? Or did you see what's going on in Watts? Oh, this is happening today in Leimert Park. Oh, this is happening today in Hawthorne. Or this is happening in this city, this state, or whatever. And we would just imagine if our Discord bubbled off of that shit. It's important. Quick 2910. Hey man, go. I have the Instagram. Go to the Instagram. Leave a direct message. Get at me. I've done talked to so many people on here so many times that I've met through the chat, and they've reached out in the Instagram, and we've just talked about everything. Like I'm a work in progress. I am far, far, far from perfect. I'm a work in progress, and I struggle every day. Every day I struggle. I agree with you, facts. Facts only, yeah, they do. They hide the truths so that you'll struggle to be yourself. Somebody said, quick 2910, I don't funk with religion. That's your prerogative. What is religion? What's the definition of religion? This is what Technique said the other day on the reality check. So you don't believe in a structural system of beliefs, cultural practices, and worldviews that typically connect humanity to spiritual, transcendental, and supernatural elements. That's the definition of religion. A structured system of beliefs and worldviews that typically connect humanity to spiritual, transcendental, or supernatural elements. That's religion. Don't believe what they tell you or they sell you or these people are crooked. Don't let the crooked people turn you away from what's good in life. And people turn everything into something ugly. They turn everything into something ugly. They do that. When human nature touches it, they try to have their power and their control of whatever it is. And that's just the get down. But you have to do your job. You have to do your work to read, study, and find what works for you. Find what works for you. You're against this, you're against that, but start your own religion. Your religion is what you subscribe to. Your religion is what you do structurally. What's your structure? What's your everyday? Do you do this religiously? Do you work out religiously? Do you eat healthy religiously? People always want to use like D25700 fairy tales, right? So they'll allow the worst of something, the worst or the ugliest of something, shape their thought on it. You know what I mean? Like imagine if you only judge and shape things off of only the ugly shit about it. You only judge based off all the worst shit about someone. If you walked into relationships and you only judge people by how ugly they were, you wouldn't deal with nobody. If you judge me based off of the worst things that I've done, you wouldn't be here. But these fairy tales that we talk about are the things that I'm not even gonna get into it. But find your own thing that you do religiously. Find your own belief that you do religiously. That's your religion. What you subscribe to, what you do on the daily is what you subscribe to, is what you do religiously. Do you procrastinate religiously? Are you religiously lazy? D25700. What is not corrupted? Tell me one thing that involves 1,000 human beings that's not corrupted. It doesn't have corruption. What's the bottom line? What's the common goal? What's the common denominator? Human. Humans are corrupted. What they touch is corrupted. That's why you got to look beyond the human. Look beyond the human, because we ain't got too much of a good timeline to look back on and say, bless people when you're up, bless people when you're down. Bless people. That's why we say live a life of servitude. Live a life of servitude. If you stay busy helping people and trying to serve somebody and going out there with the view that there's somebody out there that you can help, it could be just a conversation. It could be a sandwich. It could be just listening. But when you are out there actively, proactively looking to help, you'll always be busy. You'll always be busy. Hey, everything starts off with the right intentions. I took religion out because last rose, I want to say, like, you could take out religion. Religion starts off with the right intentions. Take out religion. Say governments start off with the right intentions. Say empires start off with the right intentions. Say anything. Relationships start off with the right intentions. You can put anything there. Start off with the right intentions, but power tripping comes into effect and it spirals. That's everything. That's everything. Everything that man touches, power corrupts. That's why I look to a higher being, because everything I've seen here is corrupted. I know this amazing, perfect shit couldn't have been made by these corrupted hands. Last rose, do the burger and make sure he has an ice water. Hey man, it's just the small things. Some small efforts sometimes. Shout out to all y'all, man. This is Coffee with Rios, the #1 morning show in the whole wide world. Craig. Let me see if I can do this. He gets here. Okay, yeah. Move over. But what's on y'all mind, man? We was talking about the importance of controlling your narrative. I'm gonna keep talking about that. I'm gonna keep talking about it. I'm gonna keep talking about it because it is how stories are being developed now. Stories are being developed through narratives, and if enough people believe anything, it starts becoming the truth, right? So be in control of what people are saying about you and what you're doing in life. Everybody, get you a phone. Everybody. Hey, world, struggling, going through this today. I just want to tell y'all, man, have a beautiful day. Boom. That might be how it starts off. That might be how your interaction with the internet or with the world or with society, it might start off like that on your phone every morning. Hey, y'all, I'm struggling with this. But you know what? I know I got to keep going. I got to keep my chest out, my head up, and we just going to keep on trucking together, y'all. Boom. That's your video. And that turns into 3 people saying, damn, I needed that. And that turns into a conversation. And then that turns into, do you guys want me to lead it? Like, I'm telling you, it be taking just small things, but be the light. Be the light. Does humans find a deity to worship, and it's always the justification of war? Yeah, but it's always the justification of who's in control. Usually the group, let's just call it a group. Let's just say a group, masses, don't operate with what everyone wants to do. They operate with what they think is beneficial for them at the top. Shit, what should I do? They don't want to do this, but you know what? I know what's best for all of them. A few people will think they know what's the best for everybody. I still don't know how I feel about the Electoral College. Hey, Lindsey Graham is gone, right? Lindsey Graham is gone. Mitch McConnell is next. Mitch McConnell is next. For sure. His old ass. I don't know. I wish that was the truth. They getting rid of all the corrupt. Nope. Because everybody's corrupt. Everybody is wavering. Let me see. Let me read that. Smoking on the damn Ohio. Shit. Let me see. Gilliam 9003. Gilliam? I think that's what his name is. I don't know. The reason you're going on these podcasts is in hopes to spread your message and build your channel up. I understand you don't care about views, but you're protecting your ego and coping with the lack of growth. Hey, you know me better than me. More power to you. Damn. You just dropped the truth. You know me. You got me. You shot me, you got me. Believe whatever you want to believe. It doesn't matter what I say. And this is why I say it doesn't matter what I say my intentions are or what my intentions are. People are going to, this is what I'm saying to y'all. People are always going to formulate a narrative about what you're doing. You could tell people day in, day out what you're doing. It's going to be a Gilliam who's going to think that their thought in their head is the truth, even when you tell them, no, this is the reason. Nope, that's not it. You can lie to yourself all you want. These are the people that we're dealing with. People that will tell you that they know what you're doing better than you know and tell you what you're saying is a lie. Like, damn. So just fuck what I think and fuck what I say. It just matters what you think. Don't waste your time. Say it a few times. They're going to say what they want anyway, man. Actions speak louder than words. Everybody ain't corruptive. Okay, who said that? Last Rose. Last Rose. You can't be corrupt. Do you think you can't be corrupted? Everybody's not corruptive. This is the argument, right? Not everybody is corruptive. Do you think you can't be corrupted, Last Rose? What up, Alex? I don't know the update, Mel. You gotta update me on what's going on. Last Rose, do you think you can't be corrupted? You don't think everybody can be corrupted? It's just you gotta find what people value. That's why I like that movie with The Dark Knight with Heath Ledger playing Joker. Because the messaging in that movie is you're judging these people that are criminals or judging these people that are making the wrong decisions, but you've never been in a situation where you've been starving and hungry. You've never had to steal a loaf of bread. You're laughing at these people that are hungry stealing bread, but you've never been in a situation where you needed to steal bread to eat. People are going to do what they have to do to survive. People are like at many levels, people are corrupted. It's like people are just in the comfort of survival. Like you're comfortable right now. So yeah, you can speak from way up here and this and that. All it takes is a few things taken away and somebody's going to act in a corrupted way. Every single person. He was still alive after the fourth pick of him at a pool party on the 5th. They had a fight. Wait. What? He was still alive after the fourth pick of him at a pool party on the 5th. They had a fight and took him back to the beach, in my opinion. Okay, so that's your opinion. But what is the news? What is the news that the new information that got revealed? I'm not sure. Hell yeah, I can be corruptive. At least I admit that. And I am not corruptive. Yeah, I'm just saying everybody has a breaking point. It could be their children, it could be their mom, it could be their wife, it could be money, it could be people say, "Oh, would you sell out for money?" Like, no, but they'll sell out for their children to survive. What did Rot do? Rot ain't did nothing. What did Rot do, man? He was still alive. I gotta read some more. I gotta read and look into that shit a little bit more because I don't know. I don't even know what you mean by that. Ace Boy Donnie. I agree. 100%. Oh, there was a picture of him alive after you know what? Who got the update? I know who has the update. And then Charlemagne, the other thing is Charlemagne and an academics conversation. So revealing. I might go to that after I have the conversation with the gentleman that's coming that we're going to talk about his business and stuff. Oh, damn, this dude got a lot of videos of him crying. Conor McGregor, we ain't talking about Conor McGregor. We ain't talking about that. Oh, shit. Johnny Tsunami. I'm good, man. I'm good. You know who has the latest, and this is why I'd be like, man, who's the other Flacco? Because I don't know if there's another Flacco. He be having the latest and greatest. I know y'all be getting mad at me for watching this. Oh shit. Hold on. I put that shit on autofocus because it was just doing too much. So Ohio, do me a favor, send me a link to some of those people so I can pull those up to not aggravate y'all. I don't want to aggravate my friends and family in the chat, man. Y'all too important to me. I don't want to aggravate you guys. Charlemagne is wearing somebody else's face. Hey, man, come on, dude. We can't be too conspiracy theory with it now. Nah, I'm not saying anybody we look at is honorable. I'm not giving anybody that, like, until I've dealt with a person in real life, I'm not calling any of them honorable. How y'all like the new setup? That's the question. How y'all like the new setup? I got my baby's art. Got the art, got the collection. I got my stuff, got my books in the back. I got my Afro-Rican rebellion flag. I got my fire in the, you know what I mean? I can't have basketball games on, but I can have some shit on. What? I can have the chat up over here if I wanted to. I could be doing all kinds of shit. I'm sorry, Greedy. I just brought it up very lightly. I brought it up very lightly. I'm trying to ask y'all to send me some people so that I won't aggravate y'all. Y'all do not like Flacco, man. Damn. That's funny. I understand though. I definitely understand. Shit, come on, facts. You know I can't do that. Subsets get old real quick. Anything Flacco does get old real quick, just like the show with T-Rail. Fire, give it Illuminati. Very Christian. Damn, I can't win. Look at Apocalypse. My nightmare is that because I put all this shit up, that one day I'm gonna try to take something off and right on camera, it's all gonna fall off. like Rios can't build shit. I know you ain't built no damn rocket. Oh man. See? I done sent you 100 other channels before. Not talking about the Nolan Wells. Let me see. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it myself. I'm gonna do it myself. That's crazy. The first thing that come up is y'all favorite person. Okay. That's 2 days ago. I'm trying to find the most recent. That's 4 days. Willie D. Y'all cool with Willie D?
Willie D live.
What's up, family? Well, what do we have here? What's done in the dark will come to light. Yeah, fam. There is new speculation that Nolan Wells would appear. Yeah, fam. Attorney Ben Crump, who has been retained by Nolan's family to try to get to the bottom of what happened, posted on his social media a photo of what appeared to be Nolan Wells. At least this is what they're saying. They're saying that guy in the circle in the middle there is Nolan Wells. That's Nolan Wells. And it is possible that his killer is inside of that pool. One of those people inside of that pool, it is possible, is his.
What is strange about this picture? There's something strange about this picture.
Killer. Yeah. So check this out, family. This is a message that was posted on social media by, and I'm gonna try to say her name as best I can, Alasia Spencer. Bro, No didn't get into a fight at the island. It was our friend No and Wyatt did get into an altercation right after that, not even 10 minutes later, because Wyatt took his phone and Evan was trying to be hard. Nolan definitely screaming, "Give me my effing phone back, NIGGA. What's wrong? What the hell is wrong with you?" So they all calmed down. So that's when we head to Evan's house because he was throwing a pool party. So yes, No came to the party, and yes, we was drinking. But Wyatt and Evan and Morgan and Andrew was really high. And I think they was trying to get Lucy and Natalia to try some as well. But yes, they got into it again at the pool party. It didn't end until almost 1 a.m. I know Evan's mom kicked us all.
Damn. Alasia came with the receipts.
Out. Once they started fighting, it was Andrew and Evan and Wyatt, and Warren was basically recording and laughing, saying, "Get him, get him." and all I could hear was no screaming, "Mom." So yes, I tried helping. Then his mom come out screaming, yelling, drunk, make us leave, and was saying she was going to call the cops on us if we didn't leave her house. But they didn't let No leave, and No by the basketball goal that was inside the pool. No was by the basketball goal that was inside the pool.
Oh,
He was leaning over beside it, gasping for air and spitting up blood. But now his mom know I just got off the phone with her. So I guess she's talking about
Nolan is
mom.
No.
Now,
oh shit. This is some other shit. I
his
didn't.
mom know. Okay, so according to this young woman, Nolan made it back to land. He went to a pool party. And this is where they took care of him. And this would explain why they was cleaning that boat. Perhaps they transported his body some kind of way with the boat, went out there and dropped the body, and then got on up out of there.
Oh my God. So they're saying that the shit happened after the island stuff. After that, way after that, the shit happened, and they took him from where what they're saying took place. I think this is what Mel was saying, from the party, and dropped him back off to wherever the boat was to make it seem like something else. I don't know if we can trust her. I don't know. This is what they're saying is the new reveal.
Who cleans a boat in the middle of the night after you just got through having fun? You've been drinking. You're having a blast. Who cleans a pool? Who has the presence of mind to clean a pool? I mean, not a pool, but a boat. Who has the presence of mind to clean a boat after you go boating on the same night in the wee hours of the morning? They were allegedly caught cleaning the pool.
Ben Crump is on the profile.
The boat.
Yeah, cleaning the boat
How
at
does
night
that
is
happen?
normal, for sure. Got to get the
Why does that
shit off.
happen? I absolutely believe this story that this young lady is telling, because why make something up that elaborate? It sounds very plausible to me. And it is consistent.
Yeah. Come on in.
With that type.
That is some new information. Hey. What's going on? How you doing? Thank you so much. Appreciate you.
Listen, they told me they didn't have I had to put the sugar and the creamer myself.
Hey, it's all good, man.
I ain't go too crazy.
What's going on, brother? How you doing?
Bless me.
You go, Ash, how you doing? So good to see you. Thank you so much for everything. I appreciate you. Yeah. Yeah, put it wherever you want. Put it in the refrigerator. Yeah. Yeah, I cut it off,
You got your grown man look?
Yeah, I'm trying to do bigger and better things, like, come on, man, come sit down right here. Yeah.
Was looking like an OYN.
Let me ask a question though.
Yeah.
All this equipment, why don't you have podcasts?
I didn't even know about it. Yeah, I didn't even know about it. What, you got to tell me what it is.
You ever watched the Social Proof podcast?
Social Proof? No. I was just talking to the chat right now about me not knowing enough podcasts to watch. Let me set this. Yeah, man.
But so Social Proof.
You scoot over this way a little bit. Yeah, bring that over. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. That's good. Yeah, you good.
But yeah, Social Proof. Shout out to David Shands and Johnny Wiggins. they've been doing a business coaching podcast since
Okay.
based out in Atlanta,
Mm-hmm.
and they just have a really good, solid core audience that pays attention to what they have going on. And David Shin started something called the Podcast Summit.
Okay.
So that was a 2-day experience out in Atlanta where he had all the people that in the podcast space come and just give some game on like how to run a podcast, but also how to like run a business.
Okay.
But when you think about, it was more like a spiritual type of thing though. It wasn't even like, get this equipment and plug this in. It was like, like really believe in yourself.
Mm-hmm,
You know what I'm saying? It was really inspirational. So shout out to them. But that was last 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how long? So before we get into all that stuff, introduce yourself to the chat. Chat. Go ahead.
What's up, y'all? My name is Timeless Trail. I am originally from Hartford, Connecticut, but I'm now based out here in LA. I'm your favorite community builder and emotional intelligence coach.
Hey, let's go, man. I appreciate you. And one thing that we talk about a lot is emotional intelligence, and how there was a book called Emotional Intelligence 2.0 that pretty much changed my life.
Yeah.
You know, I stacked that with The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle.
Yeah.
But just being aware of what is making you do and what's triggering you, why, the what's, and how important that is for us as men to understand that shit. Yeah.
There's another book I want to recommend to you called Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself.
Okay.
By Joe Dispenza. You heard of him?
No.
Yeah, great guy. You should
Okay.
tap it with him. So I'll give you that link. But also, I think it's not even important just for the men. I think it's important for our community as a whole. You know what I'm saying? Like, men, yes, we have to have our ways that we know how to regulate our feelings and all that. That's one thing. But the women too.
Yeah.
And I was getting to a point where we're not even being able to cohabitate because we just have so much different perspectives and not realizing how important it is to just have that emotional regulation under control. Yeah.
And so with the work that you're doing in the community, it's Watts, right? Nick, where are we doing
well, it depends on what program you're talking about.
Okay.
But if you're talking about the resource day, we're doing that at Next
Resource
Gardens.
day.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it might give a better content if I tell you everything.
That's what I want.
Yeah. So
this is the spiel, and this is who I want you guys to meet so that we can have other examples of young black men that are in the community that are doing things that may not necessarily you guys have heard about, but the work is being done. Regardless if you hear about it or not, the work is being done. So go ahead. I'm sorry.
No problem. But one thing before I go on that, the work has to be done regardless. Like no matter if someone sees it or not. Like the people seeing it is like an added bonus, but it has to get done no matter what, right? So my name is Trail. Live by me. We're from Hartford, Connecticut. Grew up in environments that many of us know. You know, single family household. Grew up in the projects. My mom worked till sun up to sundown, so I pretty much was raising myself as a kid. Got into the streets early, did the whole thing over there, and then I always say basketball and therapy changed my life.
Okay.
I had to go. I was on probation early, like 7th grade, and they court ordered me to go to see a therapist.
Okay.
And play a sport. So
and both of those was huge for you.
What? But let me tell you something. Like, when I went and sat down with the therapist, I didn't speak for like 2 months. And then she was like, this is like court ordered. Like, you have to communicate. So it wasn't even like I wanted to like say anything. It was like, no, you kind of have to talk.
You got to talk.
You have to talk. And her forcing me to talk really just, once I realized that she wasn't judging me off of my thoughts, after that was over. And then basketball as well.
And so basketball, how long did you play basketball? All the way through to high school?
Yeah. So I started playing basketball in 8th grade. And then my freshman year, our starting point guard, he was the top recruit in our state.
Yeah.
So we had all type of schools coming. I ended up starting to play varsity my freshman year. And that just opened up so much doors, bro. Like, AAU traveling to different states and seeing different people at a way higher caliber than you. You think
absolutely.
you lit. You think you lit.
Right.
And you're really not.
Right. Oh, okay. This one it really is.
You know what I'm saying? Like this, this how you like, yeah. So, I took it really serious, as most of us did in my community. Like, basketball is a huge thing where I'm from. Like, everyone plays ball. We have courts that is like known for and stuff like that. So anyways, yeah, that helped to like really show me another side of the world too, in life and experiences.
So my question is, I know that it was therapy and it was basketball that did help you your trajectory in life. Like it changed the trajectory, opened you up to some things. What about it did that though? What about therapy and what about basketball?
I think everyone needs someone to talk to.
Okay.
Right. So I believe if you take on the responsibility of being a leader or being someone that knows what's going on, it's really hard for you to find someone that's like evenly yoked, even at a young age, to like be like, oh, this is what I'm going through and get some feedback. So having a therapist and knowing one, you're decades older than me, so you got just life experience, but then you actually were trained to like ask me certain questions to get me to a certain space. I think having that ability to do that opened my eyes to realize that I don't always have to have the answers. And I'm okay. It's okay for me to be vulnerable and be ashamed of some things too. That's natural. That's all human nature. That's all natural. And so we sometimes stack up these emotions because of what we're masking and hiding. You know what I mean? And so what we're trying to avoid, through the avoidance, we're taking on, it's almost like, oh, take this heart medicine, but it fucks this up over here. You know, and so that's dope. Just being able to see that, like, okay, I need to be communicating, and there are people that know more than what I do. I can't be the know-it-all. You know, sometimes when we're young, we think we got shit figured out. Sometimes when we're old, we think we got shit figured out. What you mean? That never changes, does it? Is that ever changed?
Real shit. And so being able to hear yourself talk out loud, hear the things that you say out loud, sometimes will let you know, like, oh, that shit, that's dumb.
That
thinking
and
like
journaling. Journaling too. Bro, put it down on a paper and then go revisit that in like a year or two. You'll be surprised at like all the growth that because you know, where do you document your growth at? Right. Like, there's things that I spoke about 5, 6, 7, 8 years ago that I wrote down. And I'm looking back, I'm like, damn, I already spoke about it that long ago. And it's now coming to fruition, but somewhere I seen it. So
it's like giving yourself receipts, like a little receipt, like, okay, this is what and then being able to look at things. Sometimes it can also help. It could be your own autocorrect. It could be a self-correct there, like, okay, wait, let's get back on track with this. You know what I mean?
For sure.
And so with basketball, how was basketball healthy and how did basketball help you?
Basketball teaches you how to work in a team environment. You could be the best person on the court, but if your team is not if their team don't have it structured together, what do you have? You know, it just teaches the fundamentals of the extra pass or going the extra mile. Right. Not for you, but for others. You know, like, and I think I tell people all the time now, like, especially some of the people that's like my clients, I'm like, if I'm as important to you as I think I am, and you tell me I am, if you promise me something, you'll fulfill it. So that's deep. Because it's like your accountability to what you told me is also heavy. You know what I mean? You're holding yourself, because I told him this, I need to come through with this. That's dope. Go ahead. Okay. Be a man and a woman of your word. If you told me you're gonna do something, do it. And even if you don't do it, communicate that you weren't able to do it. But either way, I think if, again, you care about someone to a higher standard, higher degree, and you make a promise to them, it's easier for you to complete that thing versus you trying to do it to yourself. Right. How much people go to the gym the first of the new year? Yep. Be in there for 2 weeks and then they stop because they might have seen the difference they were looking for. Yeah. Or they might was like, man, I can't do it. But if you have someone, I'm like, bruh, I meet you at the gym every Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 6:00. Yeah. Be there, and you really respect me.
You know what's a good one too is if you make it early in the morning too, like, because you will feel bad, like, damn, I got the homie there at 6 a.m.
Like, shit.
Yeah, I mean, I got this cat up there, but it is, but what is beautiful about that is that it to me it all revolves back to community, right? Like a team is a community. A team is building. It's about not being bigger than the program. You know what I mean? Like, this person might be going good tonight, or this might. And it's knowing your place in your community and knowing your role also, and being okay with that and growing in your community.
I think and I hope I don't lose them. I'm gonna try to catch you with this one. Because I'm just thinking it as I'm thinking, right? So I grew up, I got about 12 siblings. So really? I got a big family. On my dad's side. Okay. Right? And again, being a leader to them, because I was on the older side, and then being a leader outside, again, where do you pour into? I think when I joined the team and I realized that we are all leaders. Like, if you starting on a team, on a starting five, you're a leader of some. You're either leading in your attributes and your skills or your mindset.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it showed me like, yo, if you find people who are just on the same frequency as you, they don't gotta be the same thing, but if they're just on the same, I wake up early in the morning, go to the gym. I do research and I study, whatever. That's where the stress and anxiety kind of released for me.
Okay.
Because I was able to talk to people who are evenly yoked. Yeah.
Evenly yoked. And I like that statement too, because going into things with people with like mind, you know what I mean? Like, we want to be successful.
Yeah.
I don't want a cancer on my team that is all you care about is yourself.
Yeah.
It's all about self going to a better place, and not about what I do. How does it help all of us get to a better place?
But also too, it just depends, right? Because it's some people that want to go far and not fast, and there's some people that want to go fast, and it worked for them. Like, for real, I'll be taking right in the pandemic when the PPP loans happened. Yes, a lot of people we saw went to jail, but a lot of people we saw actually got that money and flipped it up real quick, and it worked for them. And now they're at a better. So I think it just depends on like the person, right? Like,
I agree there, but I don't think we have the luxury of being that mind state of self.
Yeah.
Because where we're at, we're not there. You know what I mean? Like, we think that we are, but we're not. There's too much work that needs to be done. Too much work like what you're doing that needs to be done for the self soothing shit. You know what I mean? Like, no, every black man that you look at, you need to be looking at like, oh, there's 15 more people behind that person that is working. And but you do have to be the best at what you do individually. Yeah, work on those things, work on those tools, but in the back of your head, it needs to be, how does this help my people? Because I think a lot of times, like Dave Chappelle used the Maya Angelou thing, where she told him, they pick the people from the barrel, they'll choose who they want to be the leader. In front of everybody, take the person they chose to be the leader, cut his head off in front of everybody, and show them that it doesn't matter how high you rise, we gonna cut your head off. Or offer him a golden palace on a hill that they have to look at him being in and see that he chose us over y'all. You know what I mean? And so I feel like that's where we are, and we have to stop seeking validation from this person saying, I'm the one. And if you do choose me, and we do choose each other, we go in a different direction together. You know what I mean? Like, all together. Like, let's build.
And even if it's for a season. Like, I think a lot of people expect like someone to be around forever. It's like, bro, even if we're on that same path for 3 months, 6 months, let's make the best of it and go bar.
Exactly. And then where you do go, at some point, someday, it may be able to help here, it may be able to help here, whatever the networking is. But it is key to network and keep that in good favor.
I realize if you're intentional about the networking, it always comes back in your favor. If I did it right.
This is good.
Oh, hey, look, yo. So look, I went to
This is good.
I went to go get my man some coffee and donuts. I'm like, yo, can I get some cream and sugar? She was like, it's around the corner. It was just in the big jugs. I'm like, man, I hope.
I don't know how I'm about to mix it.
I just put them in there like, yo, I hope the best.
Hey, man, thank you. So update us on your day to day right now. What is your day to day?
That's a really loaded question.
Because I want people to know the busy work that is involved with what's happening. Like, it's the common thing that I've seen from people that are doing the work in the community is that y'all are busy beyond busy.
Yeah.
And I want I want the world to know, like, the behind the scenes. Like, you may see the end results, but I want them to know the work ethic and what the energy that goes into it.
All right. So there's another book called The Atomic Habit by James Clear.
Okay.
It's a really good read about like time blocking and structuring. I reference that book a lot because based off of that book, it's pretty much taught me how to run my day now. Because you're right, there's a lot of fires that got to be put out consistently. There's things that are unexpected, which is life, right?
Yeah.
Just at a high frequency, you don't really have a day-to-day schedule, but you have programming. So I know for me, I wake up at 6. From 6 to 9, that's me time.
Okay.
I'm praying, walking my dog, reading, checking in with my folks. We have a worship warrior call at 7 o'clock.
Okay.
Every morning, so we do that. But that's just about like pouring to me. You know what I mean? Like, make sure my cup is full, so when I walk into the world, I can handle what's out there. You know. So once 9 o'clock start, I'm pretty much having like a check-in with the team. So like, and then based on, I have different teams based on what's being built. So I got the nonprofit side, I got the for-profit side, I got the studio, I got the merch. So it's like based on like what's a priority. Like let's just check in, see what got to get done for the week. What are my responsibilities? What do you guys got to get done? And then that list alone from the different departments is what makes me busy. Okay. Right. So I either got to go check in with some folks and make sure things are moving along accordingly. I got to make sure inventory's set. I got to make sure our bookings are in order. But really take time to get all the way so I can focus on the business, which is like going out and networking. Yeah. Meeting new people, letting them know what's going on, having opportunities like this. And I'm trying to migrate more to this because I already have the people and the pieces. Shout out to the team, everyone knows who they are. Yeah. That's helping to like play their role and get it done. So
shout out to the team for sure.
Yeah. So no real answer on how like what my day-to-day is like. It's just programming to make sure I take care of myself first. Just like when you're making money, you should pay yourself first, right? But and then after that, whatever the world has to offer me, I'll take it on.
So how did you get to your 6 to 9 window? How did you figure that was your important time? Because some people have different times. They have like in the end of the day, I do this before I go to bed or this and that. How did you find out that was your important window?
Yeah. Well, 2 things. The first one is I'm from the East Coast, so my people on there wake up around at 6 o'clock here is 9 o'clock over there. So it's like just be up just in case like, someone got to check in with me, whatever. But also, I used to be like the 5 a.m. club. I used to be doing that stuff, right? And I'm like, bro, I'm exhausted.
Super ambitious. Like, yeah, let's get up early.
Hey, let's knock out 8 hours before everyone even opens their eyes. And I used to be pissed, bro.
Oh, shit.
I used to be hot. So I'm like, yo, all right, I'm not going to wake up at 4:35, but if I could wake up at like 6, that's cool. So, and for real, shout out to my dog. Shout out to my baby Nala, man. She actually wakes me up.
Oh, really?
What? She'll just start whining at like 6:15. Like, get up.
Yeah,
like,
it's time to get active.
So between her and then I set my alarms for around that time, I get up, listen to gospel. Start the morning. Right? Yeah. And then just doing the things that I do within that 6 to 9, it feels so much better to do it then than at any other time. Like going to the gym right in the morning before you start the day. Dude. Bro, that's like, why wait to the end? For me. Yeah. For me, right? Yeah. Like, so I just felt like that window works. And I've tried it. I've tried doing the same thing at night, in the middle of the day. Middle of the day is cool, but you just so busy on your days have already started. So now you're trying to catch back up. It's like the morning when no one's bothering you, get that work in. Yeah. So you're prepared for your day.
Yeah, I agree because I was doing the wake up show. Like I was like, oh, you know what? I'm gonna wake up at 5 a.m. and do the show. You know what I mean? And then I was like, oh, I started doing it at 7. And I was like, no, I'm gonna do it at 5. And I'm like, have these real big endeavors and my wife is like, why do you have to go to 10? Yeah. Like, why can't you just slowly, gradually do shit? You got to go all the way. And it's like, and then what made me realize was that I was coming straight to the internet instead of getting my own self ready for the day. And I'm a morning person. So by the time the end of the day happens, I'm not with that. You know what I mean? I'm like shutting it down. I'm not late night. Like, so I'm missing out on my most opportune time to talk to God, to do this, to see what I need for the day. And I'm just giving it straight to the people before I can even focus on myself. Yeah. And so I realized, I was like, oh, okay, I need to have my own time in the morning because that's my most valuable time. And I'm going to give it to myself. Yeah.
And to your point as being like, and this is for the men too. Like women, this applies as well, but being the men, like there's so much things that we have to take on that we are not even allowed to put on the burdens of other people. Yeah. How are you going to take that on if you're not prepared for the day? Right? So like if you like, I don't know about y'all, but working out to me feels good. Like I love the physique I build. I love how I look about myself. I love the compliments I get. And I'm like, why even put that on the back burner? You know, like just moving your body at 8 o'clock before you got to clock in. And some people, I get it, you got it 9 to 5. I get that too. But for me, just, I guess my endorphins is rushing. I got sunlight, I'm walking my dog, my body moving. Now I do got to work on my hips though. Bro,
yeah, for sure.
My hips is crazy. I just be locked in, tied up. But yeah, I think it's just a phenomenal time.
What are you gonna do that through? Because I know, what is it? Shoot, I'm trying to think of the workout where a lot of women do this workout. It's like a machine.
Oh yeah,
Pilates. Yeah. Like they say, Pilates is a lot of football players are starting to do Pilates for that exact reason of being able to get their hips. And I might be misquoting, but they say a lot of women carry their trauma in their hips. I don't know if it's the same for men, but they have these massages and this breaking down of the muscle where it is like it sends them into a traumatic release of emotion. You know what I mean? Like, you know how they say you carry your pain in your body, but women in their hips a lot, and their hips are so important to a lot of things that they do, creating life and all that, that it makes sense that you should keep that a healthy area. You know what I mean? Like your pelvic floor and this and that. Yeah. But we don't, as men, like, what? Yeah. Like, nah, man. But we need that shit.
But let me say this too. It's not all men. Like, that's where the emotional intelligence and it's like golf. There's men that do that. If your favorite NFL player is doing that, LeBron James is for sure doing that. Like
the best,
right? You get the best of the best is doing it. So, like, yes, all men. But then that's why we having this right here. Someone's gonna listen to it and be like, damn, you know what? I'm gonna go try that with my hips, man.
And on top of that, just to let y'all know, and it improves your sex life. Like, and that's a big plus for a lot of people. You know what I mean? Like for your women, for the people that you're with, that just getting your whole body involved into being better. There's nothing off limits to get better. Yeah, you know what I mean? So that's dope.
Let me ask you, how did you find out that the morning routine, because you asked me, but how did you find out the morning worked for you?
Because I'm a morning person and I'd be mad at my wife because she's not. Okay. You know what I mean? So that's how I figured out that I was a morning person. I started off in high school. We'll wake up early to smoke weed. You know what I mean? Like to smoke before school. Yeah. So, but to smoke before school, you got to meet up with the homies. You got to get here, get there. So we up at like 5, trying to make sure that we up at like
talk about
5.
Ambition.
You know what I mean? Like we up at 5 trying to get that out the way before we hit the school. So that just like created that early bird. I was never that into high school, and that just carried over later on in life. Yeah. And I'll wake up early, and I'll be like, babe, if you just get up early, we can do this and that. She like, that's not me. Yeah, like, that's not like how you're early. I'm not doing that. Yeah. And so, and then it like made sense. She was like, you're usually up early reading or doing stuff, but now you just been going straight to the internet. And she's like, and she's the first person that sees me when I'm spiraling or when I'm not doing right, or she feels like you're struggling to hear it, and she'll point shit out. Which has been key for me, is having my wife be a witness to me. Yeah. And she's a watcher. Yeah. And she's like, you have went away from your whole program and you've made it about everybody else. How's everybody going to get the best of you if you're not like how you were saying? Yeah. How are they going to get the best of you if you're not taking care of yourself and doing what is needed for you? Yeah. So like all the things that you know and all the things that you're talking about, you learn those things through reading in the morning. For real. So if you're not doing that, you've capped out. And so that's how.
Shout out to the ladies that hold down, man. Can I ask you another question?
Yeah.
Sorry. So you mentioned spiraling.
Yeah.
Have you been able to identify when you are, and then what is your remedy to like counter it?
Dude, that's so funny. We had just talked about this on the syndicate of like knowing and being aware. When I know I'm spiraling is when I'm trying to take a nap in the middle of the day. You know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to just go to sleep. Like, sleep this shit off. Like, I'm going to bed. Like, I'm about to go lay down. And that's when I know, oh, you've taken avoidance all the way to you trying to turn the lights off. Yeah. You know what I mean? And so my thing is I'll do a lot of avoidance and let things build up. And then once it gets too much, then I start spiraling and just start randomly just trying to keep myself busy in shit that don't matter. Yeah. And it's me having to catch myself in that hyperactive nothingness. You know what I mean? Like focusing in on shit that has no value. Yeah. And it's like, oh, you're just focusing on that. So you ain't got to look at the fucking pile over here. And so once I started getting that and learning that, and then when I'm like about to go like try to take a nap or I've took a nap, is when I'm like, you're there. You're there. And so my wife has kind of let me do, because if she wouldn't let me, I would never find my triggers. You know what I mean? If she was always the one like, oh, I noticed, hey. Yeah. So she's like, no, like, I'm gonna let you. And she's noticed it that I've been getting better. And it's also with my like anger issues. Like the latest was we were going to the Hollywood Bowl for a jazz festival. Super peaceful, relaxing shit. And on the way there from parking, I get into it with somebody making a left while we're walking across the street. And I mean, I go go to 10 immediately while we're just laughing, chilling, got picnic basket in my hand, like look like some square Bob shit. And then I go to 10. And then in the middle of me going to 10, I looked at my wife, I was like, that was an overreaction.
I didn't mean to do that.
I looked at it, I was like, that was an overreaction. I'm sorry. But it was in the middle of the shit. Like usually I'm really reflective and like apologetic about shit that I do. I'll take accountability. But that was immediately like in the middle of me doing this shit. And she was like, that's very good that you did that right there. And it shut off. I wasn't mad no more or anything, but I did want to have a conversation with her, and because she was like, what set you off about that? Like, why did you go like that? And it was like, well, your safety was in concern because we're walking across the street. They're honking at somebody that could run us over, you know what I mean? And it just went there. And you know what I mean? And she was like, yeah, but we were across the street. And I was just like, yeah, it was the possibility. And then I see how stupid it sounds. You know what I mean? Like it's just
saying
like,
out loud.
You know what I mean? Saying out loud, and I'm like, you're right.
You got it.
You know, like I got to work on that.
Facts.
And so that's where my awareness is now. You know what I mean? I'm trying to get better and better. Doesn't mean that shit don't happen.
I mean,
but
that's life, right?
Like
you get better with the work that you put in.
Exactly. So what is in the works that you do, what is the most rewarding and fulfilling thing for you?
Man, there's so much. That's a loaded question, but I think just seeing my people win, it just does something for me. Like shout out to my boys, Season AB from Bars on I-95. I just went to the brunch when I was home.
Okay.
Man, you just talk about walking into like a place of just black and brown beauty. Just everyone, men looking handsome, women looking good, people socializing, ain't no craziness, everyone doing something. So like if you in there, you know, you feel me? Like you're
there for a reason.
You're there for a reason, right? So like you could bump into anybody and just be like, yo, and you come to find out that could be the person. But we just and we celebrating life. We celebrate success. You know, right before that, I went to the podcast summit and just being amongst 10,000 people of just learning game and then kicking it back and then, you know, and then seeing people go and do the thing after. Like whatever you came and you didn't want to look and you came, you like, I'm about to go knock that shit out right now. Right now. I'm about to go knock that shit out right now. As soon as I get home, don't even talk to me. I'm locked in.
Right.
And then you just see people like don't give up on themselves. That feeling. And just knowing that I had a smidge of a piece of play in it. Like I have a huge part, or it was you that did the work, but just know that like I was in your story. That's what really gets me through the day, man. Like, you know, for real. And
what is I'm gonna get these questions out the way so we can just have this conversation. Like, so what is like the toughest thing? What is the hardest thing about what you're doing?
I think it's a double-edged sword. While you love that on one side, you also gotta hate it too. Because what about the people who don't become successful? What about the people who look at you as a failure, or messed up, or did something wrong? What about those over there? And when those come, them shits is heavy, you know, and they come at high prices too. You know, like some people you never get to make amends ever. You know, one day they're here, another day they're not. So, as much as the love is there to see someone grow and blossom, it's also on the complete other side. You know, all that other shit that come with it.
How do you deal with it?
I tell people all the time that you gotta love your thing so much that you also love the things that you hate about it. Like you can't podcasting, streaming. And there's some shit that you probably do not like about this space, but you love it so much that you get up every day and this setup right here alone is insane.
Oh, like, thank you.
This is a beautiful setup. So I know you invested time, effort, energy into this. You care about it that much that you went above and beyond most, right? And tomorrow you're gonna wake up and something about this gonna piss you off. You're gonna get a guest that sucked. Your equipment ain't gonna start up. Your light gonna be all that. You're gonna be like, fuck, I'm ready to blow this whole shit up right now. and you gonna leave, and it's just gonna be something in you that be like, nigga, get back in the seat.
Yeah.
And it's like, there's one thing I'm not gonna do is drive myself crazy about my thoughts. So when son tell me to do it, and fortunately and unfortunately, community is the one thing that has always stayed like synonymous through everything that I've done. So it gotta be like God telling me this what to do.
Boom. And what brought you to Los Angeles?
Opportunity.
Yeah,
I did. When I was back home, we did a lot in that 2015 to 2018, 19 era. The Hartford, New Haven, Connecticut as a whole, we did a lot of dope things. We made a lot of traction. And then the pandemic came, and I was like, everything got shut down. And then they started to take grants from like the creative spaces that I was in. So now people got to close down their business because they don't, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I had just got out of a relationship, and I was like, man, before I like, because I was ready to commit and settle down for that one.
Yeah.
But I was like, before I get into that mode again, let me go try my chances somewhere else before I just hang it up. And I could have went to New York, but New York is literally right there. So I would have been back and forth regardless. I'm like, I'm gonna just go all the way to the other side of the country.
Yeah, give myself no option.
For real. And I was in San Diego early in the 2000s for basketball.
Okay.
I always loved California. I was out here for like 2.5 years. And when I used to go back, I asked my mom, I used to always be like, yo, I'm going back to California. Like, I don't know when, I don't know how.
And San Diego is beautiful.
San Diego's beautiful. And they're two completely different places, by the way.
Completely
Night
different.
and day. They're not the same, okay? But yeah, I just packed up and came out here, and I had a couple people that are doing some things, and they needed kind of like my specialty and my help. And locked in, got a few jobs that was in my wheelhouse, gained some experience there, and I applied it to what I'm doing now, and now we got the Founders Union.
Boom. And I was just talking to the chat recently, even this morning, but it's been a foundation of like the last week and this week of what I'm telling people is like being in control of your narrative. You know what I mean? Being in control of your word and what's going on, because people can take what you say and turn it, you know, and trap for knaves or whatever. But having the opportunity for everybody has the opportunity to share their voice, right? Like if Jaylen Brown, a max contract NBA star player,
going crazy right now. And I want to say, yo, Celtics, y'all tripping.
Hey,
y'all bugged out. But hey, shout out my boy Jaylen Brown.
They for sure bugged out. They didn't deserve him. You know what I mean?
That's
like good. I'm glad he's in Philly too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because black love, like Philly. I don't care what nobody says. They say, "Oh, it's tough. It's this." When I went to Philly, I had never in my life felt that much blackness.
Man.
Ever.
Hospitality too.
The hospitality, and it was like you could walk down this way, and this is not a shot at no other culture or anything. This is just about black love.
Yeah.
And understanding when people will say, why y'all like that in LA? Or why do y'all let this happen in LA? Or why do you let this narrative or this and that? And then going somewhere else where it is controlled by like, oh, I get why there's a confusion out here.
Yeah.
We're the smaller population. But being out there inspired me like, oh, we got a lot to do. There's a lot of work to be done. But Jaylen Brown going to Philly, I think with his mindset of wanting to start Black Wall Street, how he did in Boston, but going to Philly with it, you know what I mean? That mindset, cold.
Hey, listen, I will be a part of that some way, somehow.
Some way, somehow. And he was just with 19 Keys the other day.
Yeah. But Keys be out here a lot. He be doing, shout out to him what he doing in the LA community too. He do like I went for his birthday. He had like a party, but it was like an AI and hackathon party.
Okay.
And shout out to Renz from 1500. He was there. He orchestrated the whole thing. But like even the things that they doing in the community, it's like it's so visible at this point. Like if you really want to do some good for your community, you can really go look and see what people are doing and just emulate it and put your own sauce on it.
For sure.
You know, like and I think we'll get to this, but that's like the main foundation that we're doing at the Founders Union is we're helping people identify what their thing is and how to build your own community around it. You know, but teach you the moral, the ethic, the code to like get it right. Right.
And so what I was gonna, because I think this can lead into what you're talking about, is that having control of what you say and of your own platform. Everybody has a platform right now. If you want a platform, and that platform could be 10 people, it could be 100 people.
Even if you don't want it.
Even if you don't want it, damn. Even if you don't want it, you have a platform right now, and the importance of realizing that shit. And if I was gonna say, like, if Jaylen Brown finds the importance of having a Twitch and he's a max contract, if he sees the importance of controlling what he says As in, I don't need to go to ESPN. I can go right here to Twitch, talk to my community. Do you see that? Do you believe that? And do you see the change, like the pivot happening right now, like where it is streaming, podcasting? Like, okay.
I've been seeing. I had my podcast in 2015. And shout out to the Rejuvenation podcast. Shout out to everyone that put a part in that. But just beside for like a podcast, just having your own platform to have your own voice. Look how quickly like Instagram or TikTok are going to ban you just because you say the wrong thing or what, and they switch the guidelines up so much you really don't even know. So a person of any magnitude, if you just have a platform where it's your own, you dictate the rules and you do it the right way though. Like this is not power that everyone should have. I do say that because people will misuse it. But for the ones that are doing it for the right reasons, like have a community, 5 people, 10 people. I done seen some multi-million-dollar organizations run off of 5 people. You don't need that much, you know, or have a huge community, right? Just figure out what your purpose is. But I think anyone that has a voice or is forced to have a voice, because some people really don't want the spotlight. Like some people do not want to be the person coming up with the ideas and being in front of the camera and promoting and marketing. Because like Frank Lucas, right? So
the damn chinchilla
coat. Like it's like, bro, like I'd rather just do. I know a bunch of people who are doing phenomenal work off the grid, and no one would ever know, and they want it like that, you know. So, you know, but if you are in a place where you have a community, you have your own platform, find a way to just own that. That's the game we're in right now. Like, and I do think, and I've been thought that that's the way we're going. Podcasting is for me is a vehicle to promote whatever you got going, whether it's a business, whether it's a opinion, whether it's a service. Like if you have a voice and people are going, I don't know how much people going to stream or like or comment, but someone going to listen to this based off of you, right? And it's like, I just hope that whoever pay attention to what we're saying really get some gain from it and apply it to themselves, and do right with it.
Right. And I believe people that believe there's value in what they're saying get that. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like I believe there's value in what we're talking about versus doing some shit that don't matter. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like that's the payoff. That's the monetary gain for me is like, are we talking about something that can help somebody? Yeah. And put them in a better position in life? Or can this help somebody get up today and be like, okay, you know what? Let me knock down this list of stuff I've been avoiding.
I feel like that's the only people I'm looking to work with. Like I've worked with a bunch of different populations of mindsets, and the ones that I gravitate the most are ones who are like self-starters. They might not know where to go, but they don't mind doing it. Yeah. You know? So I just to your point, I agree there. Okay, so let's go into that, like helping people find would you say find their gift? Or Or like some people don't operate off of their gift. Okay. Because you know, you could find your thing is something you actually absolutely hate, but do it in the right market. It might work for you. Like some people hate being executive assistants, but it might be that you were working like tech or you were working in the aerospace. But go to entertainment, you might actually really enjoy it. Exactly. Right? But that's not your God-given gift to be someone's assistant. That's just something that you're really, really good at, and you are efficient enough to get paid for it. So it's not even really helping you find your gift. It's helping you find what you can tolerate to either monetize or build your community to at some point then articulate your gift. Right? It's like some people think that their gift is like a necessity, and it really isn't. That's why people like start products from scratch and never do no like market research. Like you'll start something, you'll invest all this money into something, and then you'll go out there and no one wants it because no one was demanding that. That be some people gift. But if you create something for someone and they need that, and you really help them solve that, whatever you have to offer after that, they're gonna be like, oh yeah, eat it up. Exactly. And it's automatically gonna become something that they want now because they believe in you. Yeah. That's dope. So tell me how you started that the Founders Union? Yeah, exactly. So when I started the podcast in 2015, we pretty much got everybody under the sun from Connecticut and the tri-state area on the platform. Okay. It's still on there. We still got the YouTube kicking. And what is the YouTube? It's Rejuvenation. So REJUVNATION. Not rejuvenation, Rejuvenation, standing for rejuvenate the nations of our people.
Okay.
That's what it stands for. Promoting healthy, positive, uplifting black and brown shit.
There we go.
You know, but anyways, I got a bunch of my friends that were doing dope things: graphic designers, artists, painters, event hosts, radio personalities. I got them on the platform, and I would have a conversation with them and realize that they didn't have any business etiquette. They were really creative, but they didn't know like negotiating contracts or, you know, the proper split or what you're paying for versus what someone else is paying for.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, let me come help you. I graduated with a double degree in business management and marketing.
Mm-hmm.
And then from there, when I got the degree, I was like, well, I want to test it out. I had a favorite professor. She gave me a book, Rich Dad Poor Dad, helped me start this.
Oh, I think somebody was just in here mentioned Rich Dad Poor Dad.
Yeah, so she helped me start the blueprint for the podcast. But then when I started it, again, I just created something that everyone want to hear their voice. Everyone wants to. So let me create a platform for you. And then come to find out you actually need help in the wheelhouse that I went to school for. Mm-hmm. So let me come to these meetings for you. Let me sit in with you. Let me just kind of, and I'm always working corporate at the same time. We're always worked in sales and marketing. So worked at banks.
Mm-hmm.
My first job out of college was enterprise rent-a-car.
Okay.
I worked in travelers insurance. I've been a financial advisor. I was a recruiter. So just the tactics of people, interpersonal skills, I guess, right? And I just took that, and I had the raw experience, and then I had the educational experience, and I would negotiate contracts for my people so they had a fair equity split or a fair opportunity for whatever the services that they had. And that was going on for a decade. And through that time, though, I just got thrown into different places: entertainment, sports, nonprofits, for-profits, community resource, anything political. And it just became a thing where it's like, well, if you need something and around the area, call Trell. He'll probably either know someone that can help you or he can do it himself. And that's kind of how the whole idea of community building came to be. I didn't even know what it was called or identified as. I was just doing the thing I naturally thought I was good at. Yeah.
So the community building, and it's really like being a watcher and being able to look, assess the situation, and connect dots here. Like, okay, this will work here, this will work there. Is that almost like consultant type work?
Well, we have consultant, coaching, and fractional work.
Okay.
So some people need to be coached. You don't even need to be consulted because you don't even know what you want to do yet. So we need to like you know how you get like a life coach or a therapist.
Yeah.
You need to be able to just throw ideas off to someone and they be like, no, yes, okay, implement, execute, come back, refine, redeliver, so on and so forth. And then when you get to a place where you actually have a product, then we can consult you. Because now you have something. Now it's like, all right, how do we get the right brand partners for you?
Yeah.
How do we get you in the right rooms and spaces? Who do we have to start to, you know, how can we come in and use what we have over here to pour value into what you have going? And then you have fractional, which is like, hey, all right, we're going to come in your shit.
Oh, okay.
We in here. Like, give me
a
role, give me a title, COO, CMO, sales agent, regional director, I don't care. I'm going to come with me and my team. We're going to be here for 3, 6, 9 months. This is what we're going to offer you. This is what we're going to do. This is how we're going to, and by you paying this, you're going to get this much percentage back in return based off what we expect. Damn. So it's 3 different levels.
Yeah. Fractional, coaching, and consulting.
Coaching, consulting, fractional.
Coaching, consulting, fractional. Okay.
Yeah.
And so how did you find your network of individuals that are on your team? What was it that you were looking for?
It goes back to like sports.
Okay.
A point guard knows how to pass. A shooting guard knows how to shoot. Small forward knows how to be a little middle. Power forward knows how to protect the down low, and a center knows how to rebound. When you meet people in these environments and they just naturally are good at what they do, and then they have like a personal skill, the least you could do is kind of figure out what they do.
Yeah.
And then from that initial conversation, you take it further. If we have that one conversation and it sound all right, let's have a second one.
Yeah.
And then next thing you know, the second one going to turn into 10, then 20, then 30. Now we'd have been working for 3, 6, 9 months. And we've actually done things on the way here. So let's figure out what we're going to do for real.
Damn. That is dope as hell, man. So before we get out of here, I want you to tell people how to find you.
Yep. And
what your mission is as of today. Like, what if if everything went correctly, what does that look like?
Cool. I'm gonna start with the mission first.
Okay, go ahead.
So the whole purpose of the Founders Union is to decrease the crime rates and increase the economic development in the Black and brown communities, right? We do that through the vehicles of emotional intelligence, group economics, and business development.
Boom.
We want to teach you how to think and regulate yourself. We then want to teach you how to start something that is of value to the environment that you're in. And then we want to teach you how to keep the money circulating within that environment. Whether you're a part of a community, whether you want to start your own, doesn't matter. That's what we're about. So that's the goal.
That's the goal.
Right.
That's a beautiful goal, like to drop the crime rate, man. Like that is just
I want to
huge.
say, I like to say this too, real quick. The reason though is because of lived experience. Again, growing up in the projects, I lost a lot of friends, whether they're no longer breathing or they're in jail, and those are two places that have the wealthiest and the smartest people, right? So it's like, I just feel like if we just had the proper emotional intelligence to figure out what to do with the next dollar, or so on and so forth, I think we would thrive in that area. So the goal is to do that, and then you can find me at Timeless Trail on pretty much every social handle at this point. TimelessTrail. I'm on Instagram. If you go LinkedIn, Dustin Trail.
right here. Timeless. Is this the?
That's me.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's look this up real quick, you guys.
Oh, cool.
This is Timeless Trail right here. If you guys want, go follow. I'm gonna drop it in the chat also.
And then also the Founders Union link is in there as well. So you can
drop that here.
Join up on there. But first and foremost, bro, I want to say thank you for allowing me to come on your platform and just speak my piece.
Dude, of course. This is what my goal is.
Oh, okay.
Is to get young people that are trying to do good in life and trying to shed light on situations and help people that are really here trying to help. Just letting them be on a platform. Not saying I got the biggest platform or anything, but that we can talk and have these conversations. And this is the work that's being done.
Yeah.
There's work being done. You may see all this other chaotic shit, but behind that, there are wise, young, intelligent, young men that know their purpose.
Yeah.
And I any chance that I get, anytime you ever want to come and talk about anything you have something going on, you want me to promote it and put it on here, put it on channel, you don't even have to be here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'll put it up and be like, this is what's going on this weekend. This is what's happening. And I want to shout out to Ashley because you
shout my dog Coco.
Like she
shout
really
Coco.
Killed it. And she said, I think that this would be beneficial to what she was doing. Well, first she told me about the things going on at Nixon Gardens and doing that. And I was like, what?
Yeah.
She's like, yeah, you got to come. But I've been having basketball games with my son. And I was like, oh, hold on. This is like really just God putting some shit in front of me. They're like, these are the people you're looking for. This is what you want.
Yeah,
like,
sure.
This is it right here.
Yeah, execute. Yeah.
And so what did you say? Oh, this right here, the Founders Union. Okay,
boom.
Let me put this. And also, you guys, here's the Founders Union. And so, and I'm going to go ahead and drop this also in the chat so you guys can follow and show some love.
Can I ask you one question before we end?
Yeah.
How could you be supported on this journey that you're on?
You just did it. You showing up, being you. And like, I feel like I win because my people win. And so I'm trying to be more, you know what I can do?
What's that?
Is that I could be more business savvy, like more,
hey, it sounds like you got to join the Founders Union. What you think?
Hey, everything you were talking about, I was like, like, oh shit. Yeah. Okay. This is what I need to do. Like, I feel seen. You know what I mean? Like, but no, everything that you talked about and why you were saying it, I was like, wait, no, I need a consultant. No, I need a coach. No, I need some fractions, nigga. Like, I need all that shit. Like, damn. Like,
we could definitely get to work. Oh yeah. Oh,
okay.
Oh, sorry. Real quick. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, PR. Thank you, Coke. So we got Love Weekend coming up this weekend, y'all. I don't know how quick this is gonna be out, but it's an annual event where we pour into ourselves, our
this shit is live. It's out right now.
Oh
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. This is live.
Yeah, Love Weekend is annual. some time to pour into ourselves, our communities, and our businesses. So we're going to start it off on Saturday. We're going to have a boot camp at 8 a.m.
Okay.
And then after the boot camp, we're going to go into some working sessions, how to build a community 101, whether you want to monetize it, or you want to just have a community to just have thoughts, just the natural, organic way to get that going. After that, we're going to implement something called Talk and Walk, where a lot of people say they can't move their body and run a business at the same time.
Okay.
I think that's a myth. So we're going to just take that out. But we're going to walk for 2 miles.
Okay.
And we're going to talk about what we just learned, make some more connections, talk about your business, put some icebreaker questions in there, and just have it as a community.
Dude.
And then Sunday, we're having a brunch. It's gonna be intentional, so we're capping at 15 people.
Okay.
So whoever the first 15, that's what we got. I think we have 10 so far.
Okay.
So.
And where can they find this if they are trying to sign up? Or
it's in my bio.
Okay.
You can look at my bio, the Founders Union bio, Rejuvenation bio, the Collective Group's bio.
Okay.
Any established brand, Coco's bio. You can find it anywhere. Saturday is free. You just got to make sure you get an accurate head count because we have limited space. And then Sunday, $60 for the brunch. That's going to go towards appetizers, all that good stuff. Make sure everyone has a good time. And it's at a beautiful space, so come dressed, looking good, looking nice. We're going to have some great pictures for you. And I promise you, one thing I can guarantee you for sure is you're going to walk away with a new connection. You're going to walk away with some information regarding something you could apply to your business. And you're going to be able to move your body and regulate in a way where you haven't yet. Yeah.
Hey man, this is the first of many
Yeah.
connections and link it up because I want to be a part of what you got going on. I want you to be able to be a part of what we have going on over here. And this is just the beginning. You know what I mean? Like the trajectory this summer and what's going on and what the connections that haven't even been talked about and what's happening beyond. We need all of this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And our people need this shit. And so,
1,000%.
shout out to what you're doing, and shout out to also what Russell Westbrook is doing in South Central.
Okay.
Dude,
Yeah.
major stuff is happening. You know what I mean? And I think it's just beautiful that you're on the same path as what is needed for our people.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
absolutely.
So, shout out to you, man. We're about to get out of here. This is Coffee with Rios, the #1 morning show in the whole wide world. Craig.
Damn, I need a coffee.